Once you're logged into Zoom and you want to start your first meeting or a new one, you can simply go to make sure you're clicked on meetings and schedule a new meeting. Once you do that, you can give it a topic or description. So it could be a specific block, a specific class period, a certain class, a certain student, office hours, whatever you want to call it. I would highly recommend giving it some type of topic, because if it's recorded and you leave it like this, it's going to just have my meeting, my meeting, my meeting, similar to Google Docs. If you don't title it, it's going to be untitled document 1, 2, 3, and so on. So give it a topic name, choose the time. So I'm just going to choose 4 o'clock right now. How long it's going to be. Is this recurring? If this is recurring, so this is a good example of a class period. If you're going to be doing it every day or every other day, office hours once a week, whatever it's going to be, you can set up a recurring meeting so you don't have to do it every single time. You can have it generate a meeting ID automatically, or you can use one so that it's the same every time. For security purposes, you could change the passcode. So like I could type in Joel, and then it has a checkbox for a waiting room. So let's say, for example, I had these both off. So once a student would click on that link, they would automatically be able to get in, and there would be no waiting room. The point of the passcode is to ensure that only the students from your class are getting it, or that your link doesn't get posted somewhere by accident. The other point of a waiting room is you, as the teacher, have the ability to let specific people in. So if you do not have this, anyone can get on that link without a passcode, as well as the waiting room. So if a student would click on it and you have waiting room on, it would prompt you to allow that person in. So that's just, those two things are something to consider as you are setting up and going through some of these different options. So you have your video. They're both set to off for the host, you as the teacher, as well as the participants. You can turn those on or off, or you can do them manually once you are in the actual Zoom call. The audio, that can be done from a telephone or computer audio. I would recommend leaving that as both, so that way if a student is having trouble getting in through their computer audio, they would be able to utilize their telephone. Some of the meeting options. So one I would recommend, especially for starting with classes, is muting participants upon entry. So what that means is, let's say, for example, you are 10 minutes into a Zoom call and a student comes on late, and there's background noise, or they're talking, or all of that is kind of very distracting. So you can have it so that it's automatically muted upon entry. The other one I would recommend is if it's something that you're going to be recording every time. So whether it's one-on-one and you want to send a copy to that student for review, or if you're recording it in order to accommodate both hybrid and remote students, is that you can have it record the meeting automatically, so that when it starts, it would start doing it. You can also do it manually. So you can, let's say you want to introduce something for 5 minutes, just kind of, talk to students, answer any questions, and then start the meeting. That's perfectly fine. You just have to remember to manually record it. This record the meeting automatically. Once you are on and there are participants, it's going to record automatically, and it's going to be on the local computer so that it gives you a copy instantly, which is really nice. It takes a couple minutes to convert depending on how long it is, but it would put it on your computer. And in another video, I'm going to show you how you can change that location, because it will automatically be sent to your documents. I like to have it sent to my desktop. For me, it's just so that it's easy to find. Once you have all of those set, I'm going to hit save at the bottom, and then you will see it's all kind of set. The nice thing is, if you're utilizing Google Calendar, you can add it right to your calendar, and then it kind of just gives you an overview of all those things that you all the different settings that you put on or put off. You have the ability, instead of before you would start it, you can go back and edit it. And as well as, I think this is pretty cool, is if this is some similar options or settings that you're going to set up for each call, you can save it as a template. The most important thing here is the invite link, and we're going to get to this in another section. But when we talk about calendar on Schoology, if you want to put it in the calendar so that it is on the student's radar and it's easy for them to find, you're going to be able to attach this link to a calendar invite, so that when a student logs into Schoology, it's on the right-hand side under their calendar of things coming up, whether it's an office hours or it's a daily session. It's very easy for them to get to. But this is the link that you would copy in order to get it to your students for them to click on and join. So once that is all set, we have it scheduled. Let's say, for example, we're doing it right now. This link would be out on Schoology for Kids. You as the teacher are going to start this meeting.